It's the NFL on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Jets and the Saints, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Saints in this matchup. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, and not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end-arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up, and then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Here's the former Florida Gator, Eddie Pinheiro, to get us started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Callaway, the return man. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jack Lawson able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Sliding out of the pocket. That's taken in by Callaway. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Out of the gun, Hill drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. They run with Samaje's younger cousin. This is LaMichael Pirine. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter. 6-0 our score after one. On third down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
3 yards to gain there, second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Wilson's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run on first down. Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours, because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. It's complete to Cole. Touchdown. Keelan Cole, 34 yards. And the Jets can take the lead now with the extra point. The extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Out to his left. Got a man, that's little Jordan Humphrey. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, 43 yards. And the Saints on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. He'll buy some time right. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to take over here. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter? And continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time.
They were really good on the last drive. From the gun, it's Wilson. And finding Keelan Cole. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They go play action with Wilson. Airing one out for Crowder. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 44 yards out, left hash. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for the Jets. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half. Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and John.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Behind the chain, second and 13. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The former Jet, Demario Davis. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That is caught by Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move,
and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Here's Hill on the move to his left. Finding some room at midfield. Oh, nice move. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there on the scramble. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Open man complete to Humphrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now it's Hill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Will Jordan Humphrey there to make the grab. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Rolling to his right. Touchdown! Juwan Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, his second sack of the night. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Here's Wilson. Under pressure, they got him again. Marcus Davenport bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Pushing through the contact. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So from the 36 now, first and 10. And shedding through the tackle. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. A give. This is Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So after the run by Kamara, now another first and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.